I heard dance, and I was like, well, I'm going to go out there and dance. They knew they needed mine ready immediately.
There it is. We didn't
What
need to
is
shut
up,
down your
everybody?
dance
Thank you
party.
so much for coming out. Woo!
We got to start this off very classy.
Oh, no.
Can I get a hi? Thank you.
That wasn't on my list of questions, so I didn't know to ask that.
We're going to go off script a lot. We're going to go off script.
No,
If
you're
you want to
totally
dance,
Ooh, I know we were going to dance.
we don't want to
Can we
hold you
dance?
back.
Can we dance? Okay, raise of hands if you know what the Macarena is. What? I don't believe you. How do you know what that is?
You're too young.
You said you're 24, like that means you should be old enough to know what the Macarena is.
Well, it looks like you've got quite the line waiting for you. So I'm saying
Yeah.
let's
Just
just
the
jump
question
into it.
line?
We should go from there. Yeah.
Wow.
You have to do the Macarena as you ask the question. Every time.
Natsu, what's up, brother? What's your question?
Is that right?
What was your favorite line from
I
season
see you.
7?
I like it.
Good.
Ready?
I've been waiting.
All right, cool. Out of all the voices you guys have done, which ones have been the most strenuous on your throats?
Should we introduce ourselves first?
Oh, let's introduce ourselves.
That was Derek's job.
That's a good
He's been
idea.
talking for 20 minutes.
Okay.
I love
My name is Kyle Phillips. I'm the voice of best character in the show, Denki Kaminari.
What? I'm Stephanie Young. I voice Nana Shimura.
My name is Chris Waycamp. I'm the voice of your sensei, Shota Aizawa.
Zaddy, yes. Also, if you are dying to ask like a One Piece question, we're all in One Piece too. If you want to ask a One Piece question.
And now coming to the stage, the greatness of the voice of Overhaul, Kellen Gold.
Let's go!
Hello, Indiana. Oh my goodness.
Right on
What's up,
time,
guys?
too. Right on time.
Oh, you've got Kellen hot and bothered under the collar over there, Indiana.
Hey, that's just the weather, man.
Okay, what was your question?
Yeah,
Out
sorry.
of all the voices you guys have done, which has been the most strenuous on the throat?
Oh, man. Okay. I voice a guy named Denjiro in One Piece. He gets so angry in a shack in one episode that it changes his face for the rest of his life. So that episode was insane and super fun, and by the end of it, I could not talk. In a shack, of all places. In the Love Shack, baby.
Ooh.
Mine's probably Fiddlesticks. if anyone plays League of Legends here. It's all... That's for 4 hours, pretty much.
Mine, gaming is where we're going to go, right? So anything by Gearbox, you know? Nisha and Borderlands had a lot of yelling and screaming. For anime, it's going to be Claire and Claymore.
Ooh, Claymore. Oh, Claymore. That's great. Anyone play Smite? Any Smite fans? Okay. I voice an Ares skin in Smite. I know. And it's just down here. And so that session, I was just like, oh, man, can I take a break every 5 minutes? It was so brutal.
It doesn't even matter at that point.
Thanks for your question, bro.
Thank you. Do you guys
Thank
have like
you.
a secret remedy to kind of get over that as you guys go through it?
I'm actually drinking it right now. Hot green tea, honey, and lemon.
Perfect, perfect.
Yeah, don't speak. Yeah,
And
don't
a
talk.
syrup called Ninjam.
Yes.
Nectar of the gods.
Which I just learned you're supposed to like dilute in water.
Oh, yeah?
We've all just been like eating it.
I just chug it, yeah.
Hello. What's your name and what's your question?
Hi, I'm Brianna, and Kyle actually challenged me to this.
Ooh.
So, what is Denki's all-time favorite rock song to listen to while he's with Jiro?
With Jiro. Well, it depends. Is he like trying to like rizz her up or just like impressive?
Fair question.
Let's just say they're hanging out together, basically.
They're just hanging out. Okay. Oh man. Well, if he's trying to rizz her up, that was the easiest one to answer. Would be Electric Love. That's the easiest one. But if they're just like hanging out, oh, you know what he would do? He'd be like, I could play this on guitar, and he would like start and then mess up a lot. But that would be Through the Fire and the Flames by Dragon Force.
Does he play Guitar Hero?
He plays guitar. He's a guitar player.
Oh, even better.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Great question.
Hello.
Hello. My question is for all of you. Knowing all the quirks that have been seen in the entire series so far, which would you personally like to have?
I just don't want to go to airports. I don't ever want to go to airports ever again. So I just want to teleport to Indiana Comic Con and just like show up in the middle of the room and terrify everybody. Like, oh my God. That would be my goal in life, is just pop into any of these cons right in the middle of the floor. People know I'm going to show up, maybe like a pop of like fire and brimstone as I appear. That'd be so fun.
You can pop on home, get snacks or
and
whatever.
goodbye.
Oh, yeah.
Sleep in my own bed at night. That'd be
That would be
amazing.
nice.
Oh
But
my
does anyone have that quirk? Is there a teleportation quirk in My Hero?
Kurogiri.
Yeah.
Kurogiri.
He can go that far? He could go super far
I
distances?
think if he's seen it, he can sort of go there. I think it's sort of how it goes. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Oh, well then, yeah, Kurogiri's quirk, yeah.
Also, you should watch My Hero sometime.
Yeah, man.
I am.
It's a fun show.
It's a segue.
I'm going to do a quick plug. Thank you, Chris. If you guys want to watch or listen to me and Leah Clark, who voices Toga, we started a podcast and we're watching My Hero from episode 1 and going through it. So pull out your phones right now. Everyone look at your phones. You all have one. Spark and Chaos, A Journey of Thought with Kyle and Leah. Go check it out. Spotify, YouTube, all that stuff.
On it.
Do it.
I mean, Kyle and Leah, who doesn't want to see that, right?
Yeah.
It's great.
That's fantastic.
I will say the downside of it, though, because I'm like, I want to know why people hate Mineta, and I want to know why people love Bakugo. Mineta seems fine. We're through season 1. Mineta seems fine. Bakugo sucks. Oh my God. Yeah, everyone's like, it gets better. You gotta wait till like season 18, and then he starts to get better.
I wish Cliff was here. Cliff would just smack you down right now.
Well, I have a print on my table that's Denki looking at Bakugo's mom, so he's gonna smack me someday.
there we
anyway,
go.
so. But to answer your question, in the same vein, so I didn't know about Kurogiri's teleportation is that awesome, but Mr. Compresses, like I can take my bed and put it in a little bead, and then go to the hotel and remove that bed and put my bed there. And all my luggage and stuff, I just have like a little marble bag. But does he ever lose it? Does he ever lose his beads? Like, I feel like it'd be so easy.
He's a professional. He's got this down. He's been doing this a long time.
Okay.
Does anybody control time?
Airy. Sort of airy. Sort of.
That.
Kind of, sort of.
I love my quirk of floating, and I would use that. Maybe we could get around the airports with that. If I could float long distances, that would be amazing. But the control of time would be so great.
Yeah. I don't know if this is one that exists, but I thought of one the other day that I'd say full health diagnostic. Know exactly what's wrong just by looking at somebody. You would save so much money. Yeah.
Eat this, drink that.
Yeah. You have scurvy. Here's an orange.
That'd be incredible. You know what would happen? Big Pharma, they'd shut you down.
That's true.
They would shut you
There
down.
would be a red dot on my head. Like
You'd be on the run all the time. You'd have to get it with Chris. But Chris, teleport me out of here.
Get me out of here.
yeah.
just
No,
go
I'd
around the
stick by
country.
you. I'd strap myself to your back.
There you go.
Diagnosing people, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
for
you so
the
much.
question.
Mobile health care.
Mobile healthcare account.
Hello.
Hi,
Hey.
my name's Jeff. So my question is for you, Miss Young. Your character has developed more hatred than any other vestige by All For One. What is his particular stick in his craw with you?
His problem with me?
Yeah. 'cause
Well, his
see-
problem is going to be with anyone that's fighting for good or doing good things. And even though I can't control my family line and my grandchildren, there's only so much you can do. We can try and we can try, but Shigaraki exists.
Yeah.
But
But even the last few seasons, he mentions you more than even All Might himself or any of the other past ones.
what do you
did
think that's
do in
telling
particular?
us? Right?
You did something to set something in motion.
I don't know, but I can't wait to find out.
Thank you very much.
Hello. Okay, so this question is open to all of you, but mainly Christopher. So in season 3, episode 12, All Might and Aizawa are having a talk like outside of the UA dorms, and All Might says something like, "I found a reason to keep living," and it was because of his students. And I wanted to know like what you guys felt about that scene, because I feel like it's so passionate and tender, and it's not talked about enough.
It is. It's a very special little moment between two pro heroes that have been doing it a whole long time. And All Might, you can tell, maybe doesn't have anybody to confide in, because I don't know if Aizawa's really the best person to tell your problems to, because his reaction is just kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a version of that, and he does end up saying some really like sort of heartfelt things to him at the end, and I think my overall thought is like it was cool to see the inner life of All Might in that moment, because I even talked to Chris Sabat about it like a little bit after that. We were at a con together. He was like, man, that was a really out of nowhere sort of scene where All Might was revealing some things about his inner struggles that had never really necessarily been alluded to. And it's all done in this one like short little scene right at the end. And we were both sort of surprised. We both loved it. It was a great little moment for those characters. For people who love those characters, it's cool to see their inner life. Especially for Aizawa, who mostly just, grunts. That's it. That's his range of emotions sometimes. So it's cool to see. Yeah, thank you.
That was a great question.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Lynn, and my question is, what is the funniest line that you have ever done for my hero?
Aizawa's at the licensing exam, and Ms. Joke is just going off and being Ms. Joke like she does. And he goes, "Why is everyone around me so noisy?" I feel his pain so much sometimes.
Says the guy next to Bryce Pappenbrook this
I know.
weekend.
Oh my God. If you guys haven't met Bryce yet, Bryce is like the human Energizer Bunny. That guy. I wish I had
I don't know how he does it.
1/10 of his power. Yeah. It's incredible.
Put him on a hamster wheel and it could power a whole city.
It would power Indiana. Yeah.
Season 6, I won't spoil anything if you're not that far yet, but Deku is running into some issues, and everyone wants to like console him and bring him back, and everyone says something so heartfelt from 1A. And then Denki pops in and says, "Wouldn't you rather relax instead? You could really use a bath." And I just love that he's just like, "Bro, you stink. Come take a bath." And then he takes a bath. That's great. That's the one piece of advice that actually gets in his skull. Does Overhaul say anything funny?
In a cosmic sense, I guess. Life is laughing at him now. I would say there is a part where Shigaraki goes down into the Shiehei Saikai headquarters, and he does this, and I get to say something I've always wanted to say to Eric Vale: "Get your feet off the table."
I don't remember specific lines from Nana, but whenever that she is, training and speaking, she's just so down to earth. Y'all could probably come up with one before I could. But funny moments, I'll have to look into that.
Awesome. Thanks for your question, Lynn. We appreciate you.
Hello.
Hi. So, as we know, there's like tons of random ships in the fandom, but like personally, what do you guys see your characters with? Like towards the end of the series when everyone's like had their growth as characters. Except Overhaul over here, because he's dead. He doesn't get it.
I want to hear Kellen's answer.
I hope it. Look, I've always hoped for some kind of redemption for him, because at the very, very, very base of his motivations, he just wants to pay back his dad, and it's a very, very bad way that he tries to do it. But there is some good reason there. He's not trying to take over the world or anything. He's just trying to pay back his dad for taking him off the street. So I always figured there's some kind of potential for redemption there, I hope. I've always wanted to see him as, taking over as the school nurse after Recovery Girl.
A minor detail.
Oh, something just got
Listen,
spoiled.
all he has to do is apologize to Eri, and all his problems are solved.
She could make it all right. She really could. I'll add on to that and say that I think Aizawa is like the Japanese salaryman in a way. His work is his whole life, you know? And then as his teaching has led him into these sort of new areas, now he has Shinso as a son, sort of, and now he has Eri as a daughter, sort of. And so I just think the whole Dadzawa arc of Aizawa is like such a cool thing to see. And the fact that now he's kind of got a little family to care for. So thank you, Overhaul, in a weird way.
Anytime.
I would love to see Nana and All Might come back together when there's no massive mission. When they're just together, where the people and the student come together, and there was that type of familiar relationship in a way. Yeah. I would just like them to be able to come together and have a cup of coffee and talk about where we are, and her not be. I don't want to spoil. I think everybody knows, but her just to be there. There. To really be there.
He needs to be there, guys. Come back.
Denki is, he started off as this kind of goofball and would fry his brain all the time. It's been bittersweet because he's been growing up and learning to use his quirk more and more, but it also means he doesn't go dumb Denki anymore. It makes me sad.
Can you give us a little dumb Denki just to help us out?
I'll give you sad dumb Denki. But it's bittersweet because it's like I'm proud of my boy. You know, he's really kicking butt and doing a good job. But
he's growing up.
Thanks for your question.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Tasha.
You look amazing.
Thank you. Your character, obviously.
Little biased.
I was gonna ask, what would be your favorite One Piece arc so far?
The one I'm in.
It's the one I'm in, but I do say Wano. I do say
Wano's
Wano.
good.
It's
That
Wano.
is fair.
It's
Wano is a great arc.
Wano's so good.
I'm really liking this Egghead arc, though. I always love retro-futuristic things and stuff, and we're going to get some Fantastic Four, some of it in there. So I think this is kind of the year of that, and I'm slurping it up. I love it.
Slurping. I really like Marineford because, like, what's cool about One Piece is, like, there's, like, the episodic story arcs and then the overall arcs and then sagas and then the overall story. And Marineford is the first time that all comes crashing together. And so that was my favorite.
Nice.
Thank you.
Annie's Lobby, you're going to know that, of course, is going to be my favorite. But Wano is amazing, and I can't wait to see what happens in Egghead. Continuing.
Is Annie's Lobby when you scream? Nice. I had a guy come up and he said that's the most iconic line in One Piece. What did she say?
What did she says, I want to live.
Oh, yeah, I want to live. Yeah, there you go. Hello.
What are you guys' favorite lines, like in general, throughout all of it?
I do this in every state that I go to. It's just a matter of time. So here I am in Indiana. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for? Here it is.
Buckle up.
Somebody's gonna do a supercut of this someday, and it's gonna be really good. It's not gonna be me. It'll be somebody else. All right. Here's Aizawa's iconic line. He says it in almost every episode of the show. Are you ready for some intense voice acting? Yeah! Here it is. Thank you so much, Indiana.
How do you spell that?
It's a lot of different spellings because the Foley stuff is different almost every time.
A lot of silent letters.
Sometimes it'll
G's
just be
and H's.
OM. OM exert. Okay. Sometimes it's usually just a sigh of some kind.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You just want Detroit smash on that keyboard.
The one line that is my longtime favorite because I use it to get into character before a session. It's from season 1, and he's talking to Bakugo on the bus, and he says, "You know, we basically just met you, so it's kind of telling that we all know your personality is flaming crap mixed with garbage." That's a good one.
Iconic. I love that.
With Nana, I just love her whole perspective about being positive, and those who smile are the strongest. And I know, Nana. And now it's your turn. That's just her, right?
I've always liked the smartest thing he's ever said, pretty much. A goal without a plan is just a wish. I try to live by that. Good advice from a bad dude.
Thank you much for your question. Thank you very much.
I also like, I wish I had arms.
I only know 2 of you were coming.
Okay.
Oh,
thank
I only know 2.
Thank you.
It's okay. You can have mine. I don't have one either.
Eraserhead.
Hello.
So this one's actually for Kyle. Do you
Betrayed.
do you think that if Mr. Compress captures Dinky, is he a Pokemon trainer?
My God. Yes, and he'd be like, I summoned you, Denki. And man, and what's great about Denki is he would be like, "Look, this is my life now. I'm gonna play along, and this is great." And he'd love it because I love the like fan edits of like what happens in a Pokeball, and so I can totally picture like him and Mr. Compress's B just like playing Smash Bros, hanging out. He's like, "Oh, it's time, okay," and he'd go out there and fight. It'd be great.
Also, there's this song, I don't know if you heard it, but it's actually called Kotsky's Mom, and I listen to it every day.
Is it a Stacy's Mom parody?
Yeah, I've seen it on your YouTube channel.
Yes.
Also, Christopher, I love you so much. You're my favorite voice actor ever.
What's your name?
Regan.
Say it again.
Regan.
Regan, I hope you go beyond. Plus.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That's all he has to say.
That's all you have to say, but I don't forgive you.
It's fine.
She
It's
would
fine.
forgive him.
No,
She
no,
would
like
forgive
I
him.
love
We're
you as a
working-
voice actor, but the character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're working it out in therapy. It's fine.
No,
It's
you
fine.
are. I don't want to be within 6 feet of overhaul.
Fair enough.
Who is your favorite character in the show? This is to all of you. Why? And of course, what would your character like most likely tell them? Like if you were to talk to them.
We're giving us some homework here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I know my answer. We've already talked about it. Easily and by far my favorite My Hero character is Bakugo's mom.
Accurate.
She's got it going on.
She's got it going. Oh,
She's all I want. I've waited for so long.
accurate.
Not my favorite character, but I would sure like to say, Shigaraki, make better choices.
Make better choices.
Please.
You made him cry.
Oh, but there's always love there. There's always love. It's from a place of love.
It counts, I guess.
Your cosplay looks amazing, by the way.
I love
Look at
Ms.
that.
Joke, and this is not even a line I would make up. This is her asking Aizawa to marry her, and Aizawa's response is so perfect. He just says,
Being married to you would be an actual nightmare.
Accurate. I don't want her as a mom, man. I don't want her as a mom. Please, no.
Well, my favorite is actually Kaminari, but I don't know what Overhaul would say. Straight up. I don't know what Overhaul would say. Probably don't touch me, because he's scared of the germs and static, I suppose.
He'd be like, hey, man, you want to play? Oh, sorry.
No arms.
Not too soon, don't worry.
No arms. Thank you.
Yeah,
and
thank
I
you.
love all of you guys. You guys are so amazing.
Thank you.
we love you too. Thank you so much.
I appreciate that. It's about time I got some
Thank
recognition
you.
up here. You know? Hello.
Hi. Have any of you cosplayed before, and would you do your own characters?
I actually have a story about this. Yes, and I did. When we were first promoting season 4, we got to go to like San Diego Comic-Con and New York Comic-Con, and our panel was in Madison Square Garden. And so I was like, I gotta show up with the fit. So I had I pretty much had everything perfect except for I had a mask, but Colleen said no. And that's so fair.
I haven't cosplayed Nana. I would love to. This is my Nana vibe jacket, the blue. But I have cosplayed Nico Robin in One Piece before. So our family dressed up as One Piece characters for Halloween. And my son, it was just, my son was Luffy, my daughter was Chopper, my husband was Law. And so it was a lot of fun. It's so fun, and yours looks amazing. Look at her.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I have. I stream on Twitch, and I've learned that when you have a community and you're like, let's set this ridiculous goal, and if you achieve it, I'll cosplay as Denki. And they achieved it in seconds. So I cosplayed as Denki for a stream, and then I was like, okay, they really want me to cosplay as Daisy from like the Nintendo universe.
Why?
It's a long story. I hate Daisy. I hate her so much. I'm sorry. It's a long story. Come to my table and I'll tell you. So I was like, I will never cosplay as Daisy unless you meet this ridiculous goal. Met in seconds. Yeah. And so, there's video of me cosplaying as Denki and as Daisy.
Similar story. I'm on Twitch too, and during the pandemic, I was just losing my mind. I was stuck indoors. We were all losing our minds, and so I saw Kyle do that. I was like, well, I'll set a goal too. What the heck? And in seconds. And so then my community actually sent me the wig and the scarf. So I was like, all right, I got to do this. So I'm just like sweating in my studio at home, locked inside, bouncing off the walls, delusional and delirious, just talking with people as I play Mario Kart. That was a special time. Very special time.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
By the way, so we're watching season 1. Froppy is like one of my favorites. I did not expect to love Froppy so much. She's so awesome.
Hello.
Hello. What is your favorite villain, and why would you pick that villain?
Well, here you go.
Yeah,
I like the guy without the arms.
I think I'm now contractually obligated to say Overhaul.
No, I'm curious. I'm actually curious what they are, though.
I do like Overhaul. And man, season 4 is. I mean, raise your hand if season 4 is your favorite season. Woo! And it's because of Overhaul. Dude, you killed it. Overhaul is awesome.
Shucks.
One of my favorite cartoon characters ever is Freakazoid. So Twice reminds me a lot of Freakazoid, so I really like Twice.
I second Twice too. He's my second favorite behind Overhaul for sure.
I think will forever be my favorite is when he lost his arm and broke out of the jail. He literally immediately was like, I need to find my dad. Take me to him. I swear to God, just take me to him.
Yeah, that's his one motivation in life is to make it up to his dad, who he left in a coma.
He said, I'm sorry, just bye.
Yeah.
All right, we have a few minutes left, so I think we're going to do lightning round.
Lightning round.
I'm going to do the Macarena for you.
Do it fast.
One. Just fast one.
Lightning round. Go.
Yeah. Hello.
So Mike is my favorite character. I just want to know what you think your character's opinion on him would be.
On who?
Mike.
On Mike?
Yeah, Present Mike.
Oh, Presentation Michael?
Yeah!
He's annoying and I love him.
He's annoying and I hate him.
I saw this TikTok edit. It was my favorite, but it's some music playing, and Aizawa's just sitting there just so annoyed, and then it cuts to Denki and Mike just dancing like crazy. So Mike is cool. He's cool uncle. Yeah. Cool uncle.
I was at a con with him, and he went nonstop with the voice, so it's pretty amazing. It's impressive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are lightning.
So,
Fast Macarena.
what are your thoughts on fan fiction and the amount of fan fiction that there is out there?
That was awesome! It's very
Winner.
impressive. Love it because the My Hero universe is so deep and awesome. It's so great that people can insert cool characters and canons and make fun content.
Yeah, that.
Thank you. Great
Literacy is good.
Hello.
Applause.
Hello.
Yo.
This is a question for the Overhaul voice actor.
Hi.
I'm not good with names. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
You voice act Sundrop in Security Breach, right?
I do.
I don't know if this counts as a personal request. Can you please do
a very like dark and like badass line by Overhaul in Sundrop's voice.
Oh my god.
Like I feel like that'd be really funny.
What does he say that's like really evil? Like I feel like most of his actions are the evil thing. What does he say?
Do your favorite line, the goal one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, a goal without a plan is just a wish.
Thank you. You're my favorite voice actor, by the way.
Thank you. Shucks.
That sounded like a Disney character. Like that was a line from a Disney movie.
He moves like a Disney character. He screams like a Disney character.
Okay, Christopher, this one's for you because you
I'm ready.
tasked me with this.
I'm ready.
If Aizawa had a favorite student, who do you think it would be?
I think Aizawa's favorite student is the student that just listens to him and does what he wants him to do. Probably Denki Kaminari.
I would think Ida.
Ida's awesome. Ida has a lot of arm motions. I think that would maybe be a risk, a fall risk to everyone around him. But thank you for your question. Lightning round. Here we go.
Thank you.
If your characters had a pet, what pet would it be?
Pikachu.
Cat.
Eagle.
Bald cat. Cleaner that way.
Thank you.
Okay, this is a scenario, so I'm going to say this really quick. So, your characters in real life are My Hero Academia teachers. So, if they could slap any villain in the entire series or any person in general, who would they slap? And it's also without consequence.
No consequence?
One for all.
No consequence.
Oh. Present Mike.
He has his arms back, right? You could just for
No,
the
it's
slap.
it's you in real life. You
Oh,
in real
me
life
and-
as a teacher, so you have your teleportation or no, your healing power.
Oh. Well, I'd have to think more on that.
Easily and without question, Bakugo. Lightning round.
I know. Bakugo too. Why not?
All right, we got time for one last one.
One more.
All right. No hesitation from either My Hero or One Piece. Who would you punt into the sun? No hesitation.
Why so much hate? I wouldn't punt anyone.
Any show.
I'm going to say the most shocking answer, Deku's mom.
No.
Only because I wanted you to do that.
I would kick Alex from FMA Brotherhood.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Olivier. Alex. I don't know if she'd really mean that,
No one.
Just say Mineta. They want us to say Mineta.
No.
It's Mineta.
No.
Mineta
Okay.
pre being mature. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, no, I got one. Mineta. All right, last one. It's real quick.
I have a really quick question. It's for Chris. What do you feel about the Present Mike and Aizawa ship?
I like it.
Yeah!
Thank you, guys. If you have any more questions, we will be at our tables for like